Full and grateful for giving me an opportunity to be among you all, and whatever the inputs, the support which the country is needing for reforming the drug regulatory system, we are having an open-minded approach. You are most welcome. If you are having anywhere any feedback on the substandard medicine or any wrongdoer, you please contact our office to me. We are always accessible, and together we can change the fate of the country. In the last, I would like to mention here, the health sector is going to be sitting on the driving seat of the Indian economy. We have already succeeded partially. If we join hands together, the foresightness and the vision of our seniors who wants that India in near future be treated as a developed nation, this sector can change the fate. And the fate changes when we are maintaining good health. And good health is possible when we work together, we put our energy together, and we provide the services the way it deserves. Many of my friends are saying, but I am not going to name. Please excuse me, because some of my regulators are also sitting up, the dais, manufacturers are sitting. Only I am taking the name of the Guru and the judicial great persons from whom we are looking that they would be giving proper direction to the nation. With these words, I welcome all of you and grateful for giving me a chance to be in front of you. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Dr. Jain Singh, sir. And we're glad that actually you're here. And thank you very much for sharing your vision and the roadmap. And of course, we all are with you, and we are definitely to be a part of this reform. And we want to make our country pride, and at the same time, we just want to make the bondings and the foundation of our pharmaceutical industry very strong. And thank you very much for all your efforts. We understand, and we keep on reading, and we keep on reading on the social media, in the other networking areas, all the good efforts that you are putting in place along with other colleagues to put us on a good roadmap in future. Thank you very much. So I'm just now requesting Shahbaz to come again. And
thank you, Visharad. I will just call upon Honorable CM Garg Sahab to share his views. Requesting CM Garg Sahab.
Mr. Dr. Jain Singh, the Controller General of India, Mr. Dr. Y.K. Gupta, Mr. B.R. Sikri, Mr. D.C. Jain, Mr. Pradhan, Mr. Rajiv Verma, Mr. Pradeep Batra, and other distinguished guests on the dais, of the dais. Good afternoon to you all. I have great pleasure to be a part of this function. I was invited by the foundation for the function, and I was given to understand that this is something which will increase the brotherhood and cooperation amongst pharma industry stakeholders. Personally, I have a lot of interest in the pharma industry, as it is doing well, it is serving the human beings. As many of my friends are also in the field of pharma manufacturing, such as Mr. Sajanta Pharma, Scott Adel, and other who are doing import and export in pharma industry, I found that my friend Mr. Mahapatra, Shishant Mahapatra, is closely associated with the function. So I drew to the credibility of this fairness of this function, and I consented to come here to join this August gathering and great event. During my tenure as Judicial Member Income Tax Appellate Tribunal, I have came across some income tax cases of pharma industry, and I know that industry has to comply with many complex situations, especially regarding direct and indirect taxes. The regulations of all states makes the industry legal complaint. That is the reason why tax disputes are very less. But I remember we got some cases arising out of price control orders, and my advice to the gathering is that it is an academic exercise, not as an advice as a judge or an advocate or legal field professional. But my sincere and humble request is that since you are serving to the human being of the nation and we are also exporting pharmaceutical products to other countries, a responsible and closely regulated industry must observe standard accounting practices and also comply with some intrinsic requirements for better tax compliance. In the interest of academic discussion, I would like to mention a case of income tax in the case of Dr. Reddy Pharmaceuticals, about which you all must be aware of. The case relates to payment of overcharging amount to the Department of Pharmaceuticals. The assessing officer, ITO, allowed the overcharges amount as the expenditure, but refused to allow interest paid upon the overcharged amount. The issue came up before the tribunal, and the view taken by the assessing officer that the interest is in the nature of penal action, and so such interest payment on overcharged amount will not be allowed as per exception to section 36 and 37. The tribunal did not agree with the view taken by the tax authorities, and finally held, it was delivered by ITAT Hyderabad bench, that the amounts has arisen not as penalty but as a compensatory cost, and the tribunal allowed the interest on penalty as expenses. Number of cases are coming up before tribunal, and we are trying to take a plausible view which is accepted to the tax authorities and as well as to the taxpayers who are dealing in the pharma industry as exporter, manufacturer or trading. But it is a great opportunity given to me, and I especially thank Mr. Mahapatra. I must say that besides this corporate identity and corporate liability, individuals are also should get recognized apart from the organization they are serving. And pharma industry has a high respect among the society, since the development of pharma industry during last few years have brought some medicines, some equipments and other articles of world standard, and we are treating the patients here in India with the help of these international standard equipment, medicine, etc. And our patients are less who are going abroad for treatments. This is a great contribution to the society as well. I would not take much time of you. I wish all success to the organization of Pharma Ratna Award, and also wish this forum will bring some feathers on its cap in the coming up years and serve the industry in a coordinate manner. Thank you very much for making me a part of this function. Thank you once again.
All right, thank you very much, sir, for your kind words here. And we understand that actually we started a bit later and we're running short of time, and we have some of the guests whose flights are already scheduled at 6:30. So we'll try to be as short as possible. And before we go to the award ceremony, And I would just request Mr. Advocate Mahapatra sir to come here and just say a couple of words here. Thank you.
Good afternoon to all. I am so surprised that my name is again taken. I don't know. I am not doing anything. Shahbaz is only a person who has taken all the cares. And I was again surprised that what I intend to say, Dr. G.N. Singh has already said that. I don't know how it will be or something like that. In any case, I won't take much of time. Everybody knows this is the function which we are organizing. And I think the first time the regulators, manufacturers, exporters, service providers, scientists, pharmacovigilance experts, the father of pharmacovigilance is before us, Dr. Y.K. Gupta Sahab. And this is the first time I am seeing such a mammoth gathering is here under the one roof to address a one sole objective, that is progress of an Indian industry. So the Indian vision, we can say India vision. So I hope that everybody give their utmost contribution for the progress of the industry. And I hope from the regulation point of view, regulators will extend their highest contribution and support. The industry also come forward with their flying colors and make them eligible to take the supports. And export is also important. Many exporters are there. I think Jota, I know only one exporter is available here. I don't know, I'm sorry. There may be other exporters, but Jota is here. So they are doing good business. And I hope that next year again we will meet in a bigger premises to celebrate this jointhood and brotherhood among all the professionals. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you very much, sir, and very nice words in front of the crowd, and good vision to follow in the future. And now we'll quickly go to the felicitation ceremony, and I would request Mr. Shahbaz to come on the floor and just felicitate our esteemed guests. Dr. J.N. Singh, sir. So we can have claps. Mr. D.C. Jain. And Mr. R.C. Juneja, Chairman Mankind. All right, thank you very much all. And now we are just moving to the most awaited, and that's the award ceremony. And as Shehbaz and my other organizers have already mentioned that we have different categories in which we are going to recognize different people. And the first award is in the Lifetime Achievement Award. And I would request Honorable CM Garg to come on the floor and award the respected people. Lifetime Achievement Award. Yeah, Shehbaz. Yeah, I understand that we don't have the complete presence, so might be we have to make some adjustments here.